Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on Connor Boss YouTube channel. So today we're going to do a lot less talking and a lot more working. I'm going to put us on time lapse and I'm going to see how far I can get on the interior of this car. I would like to have the dash totally done, center console in, and these wires right here ran out, and then maybe work on those connections for the fuel system over there. But I'm gonna get started real quick. No messing around today. Put you guys on time lapse, and we'll get going on this. All right, 10 minutes later, I have the camera set up. Some of you guys may have noticed the change in lighting. The lighting got much better. Oh well, two things have happened. One, I've installed some lights over there so that I can see what I'm doing inside the car and inside the engine bay. I felt really guilty because you guys couldn't see what I was doing the other day and I was making a bad quality video, so I did that. The second thing that happened was I shaved. Sorry, I hate to do that in the middle of the video, but I had to go to, had to go back to work after the weekend, so that's gonna wrap up the wiring the fuel stuff. And you guys might have noticed that I used a Deutsch connector on the level sender and not on the power wires. The reason I didn't use it on the power wires is because the gauge of the wire was a little bit too thick for those Deutsch connectors that I have. The ones that I have only go up to like 12 or something like that. So I had to solder those wires together, no big deal. But I was able to use a Deutsch connector on the fuel level sender, which is nice. Let's talk about Deutsch connectors real quick. I can show you guys how to use Deutsch connectors and why they're so awesome, why I like them. Alright, so these Deutsch connectors are really awesome. I really like them. They're reusable. They're really simple to use. So a couple of things you're going to need. you're gonna need a Deutsch crimper. So what this does is it crimps from all four sides on the barrel as you clamp down, and it also has an adjustable depth right here, so you can crimp on a very specific spot on the pins. You'll need some wire strippers, or if you just want to use a razor blade or whatever it is you choose to use as a wire stripper. A flathead. I like this one's got a flathead on one side and then a little hook on this side. Makes it easy to pop the these little wedges out and remove them when you're digging into the connector. And then just the connector set. So there's a couple of things. All these little orange guys right here that come in the little bags. These are just the wedges that keep the pins in place and don't move around after you insert these wedges. But these connectors are super easy to use, so I'll show you. That one goes here. We'll do a 2-pin connector. So what you'll need is both sides of the connector. You need a wedge for the female side of the pin, and a wedge for the male side of the pin. So there's some wire we can use here. What you'll do is you'll just gonna strip off what you need. That's plenty right there. We'll strip this side off over here too. Give this a good little twist so it makes the wires nice and tight, so they don't slip out of the pin once you crimp them. You'll grab we're just gonna do one here actually. Yeah, we're just gonna do one. So here's the female side of the barrel and the male side of the barrel. So you'll take this and slip it on right there. You just want to make sure that the pin goes all the way down to the insulation. And then you'll grab your crimper. And like I said, it has that adjustable depth. So you push it all the way into the back. I already have it set, so I know that it's going to be right. And you just squeeze. And then it crimps it in all four sides, right on the line like it's supposed to. And then that's not coming off. Okay, there we go. So now it's trimmed to the right length. Stick it in, crimp it, that's it. Now it's on there good. So then what you do is you take the female one. The female wire goes on this side of the pin, and you just stuff it in the back. And it's gonna click up once it gets into place. So there it is right here, nice and level with the top. And then you take this wedge, and then you stick the wedge in right there. And we're going to take this side, stick it through until it clicks into place. There it goes. And then you're going to take this wedge right here, put it in there, and then snap it into place, and then that's it. That's all there is to it. And you just have yourself a watertight connector that's not going to come undone. And then these are totally reusable too. If you want to reuse it, you unplug the connector right. Use your flathead to pop this guy out. Once you pop that out, you put it back if you're gonna use this. If you're not using this connector anymore. And then if you can see inside here, there's like a little tooth inside there. You just reach down and push up on that and pull the wire out the back. And there you go. And then you can stuff this back in here for safekeeping. So then you just throw it back in your box, and then same thing on this side. You reach down there. This is another good reason why this hook comes in handy. You reach down inside there, turn it sideways, and pull up on the wedge. The wedge comes out. Throw it back in your bag. Same thing on this side. You can see the teeth a little bit better maybe on this one, the little clips. But you reach inside here, push up on the clip, and then pull the wire out the back. Put your weather pack back in here. And there you go. The only thing that you have lost is one set of pins. Okay guys, the next thing we got to do is this tie-in right here for the FuelTech. So this is the interface between the factory body harness and the FuelTech system. This is the body harness connector that used to plug into the ECU. So what we're going to do is just pop the back of this connector off so that we can get access to all of the pins. I'm going to unravel this wire loom back a little tiny bit. That way I have room, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to splice solder these connectors in. I have another wiring harness right here, so I'm going to use this as kind of be like a jumper. So if you can imagine, this is going to be soldered into the factory connector, and then if I need to take my wiring harness out, this is what I'm going to disconnect from right here. Thank you. You too. $50, $49, $48, $47, $46, $45, $44, $43, $42, $42 on the forward side, light green, ignition on. Okay, so I think I know it. Twisted pairs, one of these is positive and one of these is negative, and the reason that they're twisted is because they're COM wires, and when you twist a pair like this with a positive and negative, it kind of creates a electromagnetic shield and prevents from the rest of these wires from interfering with the signal. This camera right here died while I was soldering this last one, but here you go. So what I'm gonna do is tape this back up, tape this little dealy whopper right here, and then the FuelTech harness will plug in right there. Bingo! That's how all of the stuff here on this list will show you what everything. So that's how this list communicates. So ignition in, so that we can use the factory ignition with the FuelTech, as well as use the FuelTech to start the car. Start relay coil, the high-speed fan relay, start signal, HS CAN bus, the fan relay trigger, starter relay trigger, brake signal, and the negative for the CAN bus. That's everything that's on this. That's everything that's on this plug, though. All right, guys. I think that is going to probably wrap up today's video. So we've got a lot of progress made here, and some new lights. And these lights over here make me real happy. Now, when I'm talking about stuff over here, you can actually see what I'm saying. You folks invest your time in me, and I appreciate you guys watching my videos, and I want you guys to have something good to watch. So when I'm pointing at stuff down here in the engine bay, I want you to be able to see what I'm pointing at. I rewatched that last video and you guys couldn't really see what I was talking about, which, you know, that's my bad. But we've got some lights now here and down there so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about when I'm talking about it, so I can be a you know, a studious YouTuber, and do what I'm supposed to do, give you guys good content that's enjoyable to watch. I think that's gonna be it for today. Thanks for watching. Like always, comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next video. it.